morning, lovelies. Welcome to Our Sweet Home Life. I got us some homemade soup on. We had a roast, and so I've taken that roast that we had left over and made some vegetable soup. So it's cooking, and so while it's cooking, I'm going to make Brenda Gantt's peach cobbler. So you use dumplings in it. It's the old-fashioned kind. I can remember my grandmother making it, and it's always so delicious. So we're going to be making some old-timey peach cobbler. So we're going to start by boiling our peaches, which I only have this small package of frozen peaches. So I don't think that's enough. So I'm going to add a can of peaches to go with that. So I'm going to put them in a pan with some water and a half a stick of butter and a cup of sugar. So I'll show you that when I get that boiling and ready to put the dumplings in. But I'll show you how to make the dumplings too. So I got my boiler over here, and I'm going to add these frozen peaches. Just dump them in. And then I'm going to open these canned peaches. I'm just going to leave that juice in there. And then I'm going to add a cup of sugar. And this scoop here is a half. So I'm going to add 2 of these. I'm going to add a half a stick of butter. My knife, just going to kind of chop that up a little bit. Then I'm going to add some water. Not sure what the measurement is on the water, but it's a good bit because you want those dumplings to boil in that water. Cut my stove on. So that's 1 can. Here's 2 cans. Guess I should use my measuring cup so I can tell you how much water. So that first can was about 2 cups, so this is 1 cup. Two cups of water. Something to stir it up with. Got to bring that to a roaring boil. But I'm going to add 1 more cup of water. So that's about 5 cups of water that we have for a can of peaches and the frozen peaches that I had. Okay, set this out of the way. Wash my hands off. Okay, now we're going to get ready to make our dumplings. So, I'm going to use, this is plain flour. Use about 3 cups of flour, and we'll go from there. One cup. Those peaches have to come to a roaring boil. A real heavy boil before you add your dumplings. That's 2. do. Also, I do need to put my oven on and let it start getting hot. I'm going to put it on 400. Always check it to make sure I don't have anything in there, but sometimes I store my iron skillets. So this will be cup number 3. Okay. Now we'll push this to the side. And let's have some shortening. So, I say about the size of an egg, what I've been told. So I guess that's about the size of a small egg. And you make a little whale. Add that shortening. Break that up. And then you add 1 cup of buttermilk. You shake it up. 1 cup of buttermilk. And put it in that little well that you created. And then you go around there and you start just adding, pulling that flour into that buttermilk. Use your fingers and pull that flour into that buttermilk. And I believe I'm going to have more flour. Because you do this until the flour's not wet. It's starting to take shape. Keep working it in that ball. Clean my fingers off. Let me dry my hands. Stir my soup. Okay. You cut it down a little bit. Cut it on low. It's smelling good. And this is my stir for my peaches. You kind of stir those up. Okay, it starts to boil. And cut it down just a little bit. Okay, we're going to work on this. I believe I'm going to put a little bit more flour. It's so sticky. A long time since I made any dumplings. Okay, I'll pour this out here. Have my hands off that flour. And I'm going to use my famous rolling pin. What does that look like to you? So old whiskey bottle. Actually, my mother gave me this when we first got married 49 years ago. And her mother had given it to her when she first got married. And she got married in 1946. So it's been around for a long time. So this is what I use for a rolling pin. It's kind of a family heirloom. Don't know who brought it in or where it originated from, but apparently my grandmother used it, my mother used it, so it's been around for a while. Okay, trying to get this to kind of stick together. Let me cut it in two. So we'll have part for our dumplings and part for our topping. So let's work this a little bit. Okay. See if we can roll this out. It's supposed to be really thin. Okay. Okay. See how they're going. Stir my soup, but it needs a little bit more water. Wash my hands and put some water in that. Water in the soup. Okay, I think the peaches are looking good. Let me see if I can bring you over here and show you. See how much water's in there? They're looking good. And there's the soup. Okay, get you set back down here and let's make sure it's in the right place. Okay. I believe you can see me. Okay. So, I'm going to cut these dumplings out. See what we have. I'm just going to cut them across like this. And I'll pick them up. It's boiling rolling, so I'm going to pick them up and cut them in there. Throw it back in there. Make some more dumplings. Let's see. Looking good. Let me taste it. See if it needs anything. That taste is just like it's supposed to. And then I'm going to kind of just roll it out. Okay. There we go. Look at that cobbler in the oven. I don't know how much of the end of this that you saw because the camera cut off, but I just rolled out the topping, put it on there, put about 1/4 of a stick of butter, which is about 2 tablespoons, and sprinkled the top with sugar and sprinkled the top with some cinnamon. So we put it in a 400-degree oven until it browns. So we'll show you when it comes out. Our soup is done, and I believe that our beautiful cobbler is done as well. It's just a bubbling, it's browned on top. Take it out. Look how beautiful that is. I'm sorry you didn't get to see me put it in the oven. The camera quit working. It ran out of space on the SD card, so I had to make you some space. But it's looking good, so we're going to check it out. And also our delicious soup. I've already had a bite of it. And I was just wondering, I told you about this bottle I use for a rolling pin. Do any of you have heirloom things that your ancestors left you? I never knew the history of this bottle because, as far as I know, none of my people drank alcohol. But I did look online, and it seems like it was made either in the 1920s or the 1930s. My mother really didn't know anything about the history of this bottle either. But anyway, we're going to eat some lunch here.
So it's been in the Glenda's family for quite a long time.
It has, from at least the 1920s, maybe earlier, don't know.
All right, guys, if any of you got an idea about that, let us know. We'd be interested in finding out.
Okay, guys, I got me a bowl with the cobbler. Can you see it? Looking forward to tasting it, so let's see. It's really good. What I remember as a child. I'm going to taste one of these dumplings. Perfect. Thank you for watching Our Sweet Home Life. And I hope you're able to make you some delicious peach cobbler. See you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.